name is Oliver Peck. This is the Gypsy Queen trailer right here. This is our renovated race car trailer that we built a tattoo shop in, and the first gig was the Warped Tour this year, and we're just rolling 46 cities in the U.S. and tattooing all the bands and crew members that are on the Warped Tour this year.
$2 million tattoo right here.
I got involved with the Warped Tour last year. I had a couple friends that were in bands that were on tour, and they wanted me to come out and tattoo them on the road, so I went out, rode on their tour bus and tattooed them out of the back lounges of the tour buses and back rooms of production offices, and it went over pretty well. And then when it got time for me to quit, to get off, I went for like a week and a half to the West Coast with a band called Matchbook Romance, and this another band that I was friends with, like MXPX, was like, dude, you got to come out riding Ugras for a week on the East Coast.
Why not?
I went out, did the same thing with them, and it went over so well that when after tour was over, I was like, man, this is a good idea.
I don't mind green so much. I don't like red though. Red sucks.
Oh.
It just seems like it hurts more when you put red in.
Man.
I don't know why. Ridiculous.
Good people to hang out with, lots of fun.
Like that? Beautiful. That shouldn't be too hard to cover up later.
I got a meeting with Kevin Lyman and approached him with the idea of this. We went for it. Here we are. As long as something died, I'll eat it. Once we realized we were going to get this whole thing together, we decided on what kind of crew we were going to need. Obviously, we have 2 tattoo stations, so we want 2 tattooers all the time. We got my little brother, who is our helper, cleanup boy / do anything gopher / chef, because he's an aspiring chef that works at a resort in Colorado. He took 2 months off from his job to come ride the tour, hang out, party, and cook our meals. So he's been cooking our meals. And other than that, we were like, well, we don't want to be taking turns driving this sucker, so we need a driver. So I had a couple of professional drivers in mind that I'd met from touring. But then a friend of mine named Scott Beggs from Dallas heard about this gig and was like, man, I want to be the driver.
I'm Scott Beggs. I'm driving the tattoo trailer for Oliver Peck.
Everything's going smooth until a couple nights ago we left the emergency brake off at the truck stop.
While I was asleep,
we coasted about 20 yards across the truck stop and slammed into a parked semi truck and bashed up the front of our brand new Dodge 1-ton 6-speed diesel dually 4-door. And Scott comes up, hey, what? He's like, dude, we're about an hour from LA. You gotta come up front and drive and navigate into LA. I was just like, I'm tired. I've only been asleep a little while. He's like, blah, blah, blah. And then he says something, and then I like lean out of the curtain and start to talk to him, and he's gone. What, am I dreaming? And all of a sudden I feel the truck moving. I was like, in the middle of a conversation, he runs out to move the truck.
I just left the parking brake off, and it rolled downhill. And I tried to stop it, but it wasn't happening.
And then, then I look out my curtain, and all I see is the front. I could barely see the front of the truck, and it's a semi right there. And I was just like, it appears that we rolled across the parking lot and crashed into a parked vehicle. Oh, and I just laid back down. And I was like, I still go back to sleep. I'm still there. Hopefully that was our major catastrophe of the tour. Hopefully nothing else is going to go wrong.
we drove the rest of the tour with the smashed up front end.
No AC.
Yeah, that was it. It messed. The only thing it really ruined that worked was it busted the AC coil in the front, so he had to drive the rest of the tour with no AC. That was his punishment.
The best thing that's happened on the tour is a couple of nights, everybody that's riding on the truck will get an attempt to tattoo each other while we're bouncing down the road. And so everybody that's ridden on the bus so far has got the Gypsy Queen tat, which is a little shaky, scribbly GQ, most likely done from someone who's never tattooed before on a moving vehicle. So that's worked out pretty good. Here's the deal: if Cody does it on you, he has to do it left-handed, and there's a time limit.
Under 3 minutes.
No. Under 45 seconds.
Guess the line with a 14 round.
No. Hey, Chater. Yeah, I got one of those on my ankle here. Mine came out pretty sweet.
You got the best one yet.
And the guy that did it was a non-tattooer. Other people have been way less fortunate than me.